right, so going on to the next story, or the final story for the day, because, again, like we said, it's a little bit of a longer episode with so much, and something that kind of came out of nowhere and has a big thing. So Geoff Keighley, of more known for the Game Awards and his presence at E3, has unveiled the Summer Game Fest, a 4-month-long all-digital consumer celebration of video games featuring breaking news, in-game events, and free playable content. Companies that are going to be present and are working with them, which is pretty much everyone. 2K, 2K, Activision, Bandai Namco, Bethesda, Blizzard, Bungie, CD Projekt Red, Digital Extremes, EA, Microsoft, Sony, Square Enix, Private Division, Riot Games, Steam, Warner Brothers. Those are all the companies that have been confirmed to be involved, and the official announcement says additional publishers will be revealed in the upcoming weeks. When I saw this, immediately in my brain, I was like, goodbye E3.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because not only was Geoff Keighley such a big part of E3, and he said that he wasn't going to be there, and E3 was going to transform to be a different thing, having a 4-month-long saga of like E3, quote unquote, is incredible. To have all these companies prepared to be like, it's going to be, you're probably going to have a schedule and be like, look, at this time, these guys are going to go and show. This is really going to be the replacement. And the fact that it's an all-digital event, no one's going to feel left out. People aren't going to be like, oh, man, look at all these people. I wish I was able to go to E3, but due to financial issues, no, you're going to be in the majority. Some people probably will be at some locations, but for the majority, you'll be able to connect with people online and watch this, live stream it. People are going to be able to comment, and we'll probably comment on a lot of that information. People are going to be live streaming. Kind of Funny is usually pretty quick to be live streaming that stuff while it's premiering. And these are just, like, when I saw the companies, I'm like, oh man, I wonder, because Geoff Keighley is a big proponent of like small developers and indies. I'm like, is this more like an indie kind of thing? No, you have literally like everyone is there to have announcements from small games to big games, and there's probably going to be smaller indie titles and more companies involved. I'm super excited for this. I think it's great. I think it's going to be exciting to see so many titles, and many of these companies probably having the freedom to show what they want to show in the way they want to show it.
Yeah, and I guess it makes Geoff Keighley withdrawing from E3 make all the more sense, is that they were obviously building something way bigger.
Yeah.
And in E3's absence, so rises the Summer Game Fest, I guess. And since this is the first one, it remains to be seen whether this is going to be a real official replacement. It remains to be seen. Mm-hmm. Because, again, until we see this as an established property, it's preemptive to say that this is going to be the industry staple from now on. But, I mean, just looking at the names, that's pretty much almost everybody of like, major worth. Yeah, I mean, hey, if they get Nintendo involved in some capacity, mm-hmm. and maybe Devolver Digital, for example, to do the indie side of it, I mean, E3's got nothing. That's it. All the major, so whatever online thing that E3 would try to pull for next year. I mean, I kind of feel like that's the end of that. So yeah, man, the Summer Game Fest, I'm looking forward to it. We got some big names here. We got some different people like WB. I'm really excited to see what they got, because you would imagine that's eventually going to be some kind of Batman game, and most of all, that's probably going to be the Harry Potter game that they've been talking about for some time. Yeah. So I mean, you got some big names here. Who knows? Square Enix might be talking some stuff about Final Fantasy VII stuff, maybe. Sony's got their big stuff to do. Microsoft's going to have Xbox Series X. EA's always got new stuff to go. CD Projekt Red's going to have Cyberpunk stuff. Bungie, I would imagine, could have some more major Destiny expansions. Who knows? Maybe even freaking Destiny 3 for all we know. Blizzard always got big thing. Bethesda, Starfield, maybe? I don't know. But again, we don't know what our expectations should be, whether it should be big and bold E3 level stuff, or is this going to be more smaller, like Connect style stuff? I don't know. But I'm really excited to see what Geoff Keighley does. I got to give this guy all the credit in the world. Like, what he's done for the game industry these past few years is nothing short of incredible. The fact that in many ways he represents a lot of gaming's past, especially with, he was a big part of G4, and he's been in the game industry for a long freaking time. And then he gets involved with the Game Awards and takes like an old format of award shows and finds a way to bring it into the modern age, and now basically finding a way to take an E3 style presentation and bring that into the new era, like, it's really impressive what he's so able to kind of adapt to what the game industry is and find ways to take old formats and have new applications for that. I gotta give that guy credit, man. Whenever people try to write him out, he finds a way to basically introduce something brand new and transformative to the game industry. So shout out to him.
Yeah, he puts in the work, and like, if anything, we see the way he took like the Game Awards, which at first people were very down on because they're like, this is not the Oscars. Movies and games deserve to be rated differently, and he did that. He transformed the Games Awards into something serious, and to a variety of events. Sometimes the Game Awards are really good, sometimes they're a little bit lackluster, and they're different issues. And so this summer of games probably won't be the final nail into E3, but it'll quickly be the new E3 with parentheses, because I don't really know how to describe that, because this is gonna take place. I do think the length of it seems weird, where it's like, instead of choosing like, this is a month where we're just gonna be packed with announcements, a 4 month is a 4 month stretch. I don't know what that even means, because it's gonna start in the summer. It's gonna be practically fall when it's over, and how are they gonna like slow drip us? Is it just a every weekend thing? So that's all still to be seen. But again, he has the backing of such big companies, like you were saying. WB's been teasing that Batman game for what seems forever, and you gotta assume was supposed to be announced by now. This Corona thing probably threw it out of whack. All these other companies, these are big hitters. More to be revealed. I'm sure he's reached out to Nintendo, and they're kind of weird where they're kind of talking about how like their summer direct is delayed and not coming and going to be reworked. I kind of see the tea leaves where they'll probably connect into this, because they're usually at the Game Awards in an aspect. Like when Reggie was still at Nintendo, he was there at one of the Game Awards. So there is
some
work
sort of relationship.
Yeah. So and that's a big name, and Nintendo, you don't want to be not in the conversation when everyone's talking about all these other guys, especially Microsoft and Sony. Like, these are all, you don't want to be left out of the conversation with with your games just not even shown for so long. So I'm excited for this. Again, the time aspect is my really only concern, the 4 month long thing. But I guess until we see the form factor, the schedule, we won't really know what it looks like. But the industry's changing. It's more about getting this information directly to people, to be able to watch the streams, to watch your favorite influencers and people discuss, people you trust into their reviews, what they're excited for, gets you excited for, and the world in such a weird spot where this summer's going to be an awkward summer where people are still going to be fencing, like trying to interact with other people and actually be in the same room with them. To be able to watch the same thing as them and then discuss it, it's going to be great. Like, you and I would probably be recording in the same place by this time this all happens.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
because I'm at the point where I can't stand being in these four walls anymore. So it'll be exciting to see that. It'll be exciting to fanboy over brand new things, from these big hitters. Bethesda's, there's some of these guys who really need to recover from things they've done. Bethesda, Blizzard, Bungie's in a good spot. Riot Games in a sense. These are companies that do need to kind of recover from some bad conferences, bad press, bad gaming mechanics things they've done. It's interesting that Blizzard and Bungie are both there, even though they just had kind of a falling out with Activision and all that.
Yeah.
That was kind of funny. But again, because it's an all-digital event, it's not like all these people are going to be in the same house. So I'm excited for this. I can only see positive things, hopefully, coming from that. And to wrap it up, I'm excited for it. I'm excited to see this, the new testing. It's going to be exciting to see how they lay everything out, and how the size of the announcements is what I'm really excited to see. Like, big games, small features. What do they have in store for us? Because that's going to be exciting.
Yeah, I mean, we'll keep you guys posted, and this is pretty much the next 4 months of our life, and we've never had kind of like a quarter of a year length event. So we have no standard of comparisons for this. So we'll keep you guys posted as we figure out things, because we've never really seen anything like this before in the game industry, at least.
Mm-hmm.